Hello, very good morning to everyone. And on behalf of the University Research Council, University of Peradeniya, I would like to welcome all of you to the webinar on research visibility and its impact on university ranking. So before starting the session, I would like to introduce our resource person, Dr. Nadeem. He is not a new person to us. He is helping us all the time. So on behalf of the University of Peradeniya, again, I want to thank you, sir, for accepting
Thank
my
you.
invitation to do this webinar for our university community. So, Dr. Nadi Ali Ibrahim currently works as a research visibility and impact freelancer consultant, and he's also an adjunct lecturer at Al Sahra University. He was working as a visiting research fellow with the Institute of Management and Research Services at the University of Malaya, Malaysia from 2013 to November 2017. He holds a PhD in Technology Management from the Faculty of Engineering, University of Malaya, Malaysia. And he has over 25 years of experience in the field of technology management and new product development in different companies. His current research interests are university rankings, open access, research visibility, research tools, and bibliometrics. Dr. Nadi provides assistance and guidance for researchers in disseminating and promoting their research work to enhance their research visibility and impact and citations. Dr. Nadi was a winner of the Refer a Colleague competition and has received prizes from renowned establishments such as Thomson Reuters. Currently, it is known as Clarivate Analytics. He has so far conducted over 400 workshops within and outside Malaysia. Dr. Nadi has published over 100 peer-reviewed conference papers and journal articles. This is just a bit about our resource person. So without taking much time, I would like to invite Dr. Nadi to continue the session. Once again, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who joined. Dr. Damayanti, thank you very much for your comprehensive introduction. Today's topic is about the relationship actually between the research visibility and impact on the university rankings. Okay, and I will actually talk about the impact of the research visibility on university ranking, especially the case of your university, University of Peradeniya. Okay, first of all, I should take this opportunity to say thank you to Dr. Damayanti. I intentionally mention here the full name of her because later on I will discuss on this name and say something because it's very important regarding the research visibility to select unique name. She already selected something, but it's not unique because she already mentioned HDWT Damayanti in the Google Scholar, and sometimes it has two parts, Damayanti and then the family name. So I will little bit explain about this one and what we should do if our name has more than two parts. Okay. Thank you very much for arranging this event. Okay. I think you already fill up the registration form. It's not necessary to fill up my registration form. I will get all the contact info from the Dr. Damayanti later on. Okay, just let me to minimize this one. Okay. The presentation is available online and I will share with you the link. I think I already shared it. It's here. This is the presentation. This is the link, and I will post on the text messaging part. You can simply click and download all my presentation. But today's presentation is available here. If you like to have access to all my presentation, very simple. Just type my name. My first name is Nader 100797. This is my Figshare code, and you can have access to all my previous presentation as well. Okay, this is today's presentation, research feasibility and its impact on university ranking. This is the one which I presented yesterday, which was regarding the research visibility. It was for the Pakistani university and so on. Yeah, everything available here. You can simply click and download the presentation. Is free of charge. You can download it. I do appreciate if you share the link with your friends and so on. Yeah. Okay, but there is a little difference between the presentation you see right now and the slide which has this logo means is not included in the public version, because I get the information from some private website like Scopus, Web of Science, and so on. So it's not included in the public one, but the rest are included which do not have this logo. Okay, no problem. Actually, today's session is a summary of the 8 different sessions which usually I will conduct between 2 to 3 hours. Means it's actually a summary of 16 to 24 hours. I should summarize in the very short time, 1 hour and a quarter. Okay, so maybe I will go very fast. Okay, I should take this opportunity to say apologize if I'm going very fast. Okay, I will talk about the 2 different motivation. One regarding the international university rankings system which we have with different systems, and the other one talking about the personal visibility and impact on the university ranking. Then I will talk what would be the solution as a general, and I will explain about only 2 different issues which is very, very important about the networking, especially for individual, for the researchers, and also for the university, and then for online CV. And at the last I will emphasize never ever do any unethical approaches to improve your university or your visibility and impact. Everything that we need to do should be in the ethical way. Okay, what is the research visibility? Actually, research visibility is referred to how others know you and how you know your peers, and especially the public. And research impact is about what is your research is different from the other, and what is your research influence to making the world better. This is my definition, which I used this one during the last summit in research impact in Australia. And in the short term, we can say the research impact is equaling making the world better. Yeah, once your research has some impact, means you will do something which is making the world better. Okay, and the motivation. The first motivation is regarding the university ranking. The most important university ranking system we call Times Higher Education, very famous. In the Times Higher Education, we have different criteria for university ranking, but at least 63% of the share from Times Higher Education refer to university visibility and impact. 30% directly is relevant, is coming from citation. 15% for reputation in teaching, and 18% reputation in research area. And you know the reputation is coming from the visibility of your university. and the citation also is depend on the university, because if you publish a paper and nobody knows you publish, so nobody also will refer your paper and you won't get any citation in future. So this is very important. So in the Times Higher Education, okay, I will go to the your university of Peradeniya. If you look at the University of Peradeniya profile on the Times Higher Education, your university rank is good, but if you look at the teaching and research, you didn't even get the 15% here and 18% of the reputation score. And that's why you need to work more on increasing the visibility of your university. Yeah? Here is very low. Yeah, the score, the limit is 100, and out of the 100 you get on the research 8.9, on the teaching 17.3. Go to the university ranking to QS ranking. In QS ranking, you had a better score previously. It means in 2020, ranked in 800, but right now ranked on 1000, and it's remaining for 2 years. Still, you know, the QS ranking usually issue the ranking before the end of the year 2022, and they mention the name 2023, means we just come in the 2023, but the university ranking issue on 2 or 3 months ago. And if you look at here, you can see in academic reputation also, out of 100 you get only 7.2, and so on. Employer reputation, same thing, and so on. But you are on the faculty and student ratio, you are a little bit stronger compared to the rest of the things. But the thing also is here very weak, is citation per faculty. As I mentioned, the citation per faculty is coming from the visibility as well, not only based on the quality and visibility, both of them has impact on the citation. So if we look at the QS World University ranking from your university, still you need to work on the research visibility and impact. Let me again accept somebody joined recently. Okay, admit. Okay, to make sure everybody on site. Okay, the another university ranking which is not very popular but still is we should consider is US News, and they call best global university rankings. Your university rank on the US News is less than 1,000, is 901, is very good. But if we look at some other ranking from your university, means global research reputation is above 1,700, means this one may impact to later on reduce your rank. The total citation also means you should be in the very close to 900, all of them. Then you are in the equal situation, and your situation will be stable for the future. But unfortunately, in some criteria, your university rank is not so good, like global research reputation, total citation, or number of publication in the highly cited paper, and so on. So therefore you need to do some extra thing in order to. The other ranking which is not very famous as the Times Higher Education or QS ranking, we call SCImago an institution ranking. if we look at the Simoga institution ranking from your university previously in 2015, your rank was much better than right now, because it was you rank in 28, but it decreased from 28 to 236, and right now even this is declining, but it's still remaining is like a steady state, and in 242 record according to your social impact, means it's coming from your university visibility, means you did something very good previously but you reduce, or we can say your competitor doing better than you, because you may do the same thing but your competitor right now doing better, so they get your place and you will lose your place in the social impact. This is about the university come to the a person, an individual. Okay, okay, before that I should show this one, the last. I think you heard about the chat GPT. I think you heard about it's based on the artificial intelligence and generated text based on the pre-trained texts which is available. And I asked to one of the chat GPT based search engine, and they called Perplexity, and I asked, tell me about University of Peradeniya reputation, and they explain, okay, a little bit about this one, means it's good. The artificial intelligence knows something about your university. Also, they put some references from the where which get the texts. It's very good, and you can try by yourself. But the best one is, I think you are familiar, yeah, chat.openai is the best one, which you can use it for asking some question, even writing a software and so on, yeah, a code, something. Okay, this is a new development, and maybe you heard about this one, yeah, everywhere talking about ChatGPT. Okay, go to the motivation about a researcher, an individual, and its impact on university ranking. Okay, previously they are talking about publish or perish. Everybody likes to publish. Once they publish a paper, they were very happy. Okay, talking publish or perish. When they publish a paper, they were very happy and say, okay, I published my paper in Q1, Q2, or Scopus indexed, Web of Science indexed, journal, and so on. But right now, they are talking about visibility, or means if your paper is visible, it means you publish something. If not visible, means nothing. Why? I will talk about this issue later on, because one paper published in 2014 in the Nature, and they try to compare the height of the paper, only the first page of the paper, which indexed by Web of Science, yeah, we usually call ISI indexed paper, and the mount of the Kilimanjaro. And if you look at here, around 43% of the paper which published in Web of Science never ever receive any citation. What do you think? Do you think because they quality wise? I don't think so, because they spend all the researcher a lot of time to write these papers and publish on the well-known journal which indexed by Web of Science. From my point of view, the main problem here is it is not visible to everybody, more than 40%, yeah, at that time. Okay, but the problem is not only for instance, Sri Lanka or for Malaysia or for other Asian countries. It's for all Asian, because our culture is we usually publish, and we shy to say this is my best publication which I have published ever, and so on. If we look at the trend of publication on SciMago Journal and Country Rank, in the North America, they usually publish less than 1.1 million article, the total publication in developed country and also in North America. But the Asian publish close to the 1.8 million. But if we go to the number of citation, the citation for Asian country is less than 20 million, but the citation for North American country is close to 30 million. Means they are publishing less, but they will get a lot of citation. Do you think all of their publication is very high quality one? That's why they receive a lot of citation? No. I think they know how to advertise and how to promote their publication. We in Asia don't know how to promote our publication. That's why, according to the number of publication, we publish a lot, but we receive few citations. Okay, another motivation for individual is, this is the latest statistic from the Scopus, which published at the end of 2022. They mention every day they will index 11,000 new articles in the Scopus databases. It means every year we have over 4 million scientific paper which indexed only in Scopus databases, one database, not in PubMed, not in Web of Science and so on, only in Scopus databases. Okay, and your paper is like a needle inside of this haystack. Okay, it's very difficult to find it. Out of 4 million paper, one paper. So your paper should be very visible in order to distinguish your paper with the others. Okay, with the same platform, means the artificial intelligence, I asked who is Dr. Damayanti. Okay, I didn't get permission from her because it's publicity available, so I just asked. And here I don't know, can you read this one? Yeah, it's mentioned Damayanti is a lecturer at the Faculty of Health Science, University of Perdania. She is also a researcher in the Department of Nursing. The same university she holds BSN and MSN and MSc PhD from University of, I think this one is wrong. You get the PhD from University of Malaya, isn't it?
Yes, yes, you are correct.
The last part is not correct, but it's mentioned means you need to improve your profile in order to the artificial intelligence later on recognize you better than this. And they have to mention here, get PhD from University of Malaya in Malaysia, not the same university. Okay, perfect. But whenever you write your name, you should get a correct information here. If you won't be visible enough, the information which come out here, it's wrong. But fortunately for Dr. Damayanti, at least the first two sentences is correct. Okay, and I search her name on the Google, the general Google. When I search the full name, there is a link to ResearchGate, Google Scholar. As I mentioned previously, in the Google Scholar, Dr. Damayanti name appear with the abbreviation of the 4 different parts, plus Damayanti, or she may like to also known as Damayanti and so on. So this is the one. She has to make the decision to be known as this part or the second part. only use one of them in the future, it's much better. Okay, I will check the Damayanti and the family name together and then realize, okay, the profile here is much better, and the Google distinguish she is coming from which university and the research interest, everything it mentioned here, but still the Google didn't realize she is a researcher, and it doesn't mention here she is a researcher. I search my name. When I search my name, okay, it mentioned they put one picture from my side and mention Nader is a researcher, and write something about myself in the right hand side, and in the right hand side, and there is also some extra information available. Okay, compared to the Dr. Damayanti, yeah, if you compare to this one, is very few information available on the right hand side. Means once you improve your research visibility, the Google automatically will detect information and show you whenever somebody search on your name. Okay, again I search Dr. Damayanti name on Google Scholar and see what's the visibility. You can search also your name on Google Scholar to see. This one is very important. Dr. Damayanti published some papers, and the number of the version which available online is 6. Okay, I can check it online and to see the rest as well. Okay, let me to go and check it online. The Google Scholar profile. Okay, here we have 6 version, 6, 12, and so on. And if you have more version, definitely you will get more citation. The versions is like a shop for selling your product. Okay, right here you only open 6 different shops for selling your product. Your product is your paper, and the version is coming from the different repository which keep your paper. Okay, I can click this one, 6 version, and see, okay, the first one is coming from the publisher, the second one also from publisher, everything from the publisher is coming from publisher. Means you personally didn't do any extra effort to advertise. What about this one, 12 version? This 12 version also coming from publisher, and okay, somebody uploaded on the archive. Yeah, maybe you or your colleague uploaded on archive is very, very good. And okay, somebody, maybe you, because you were in the University of Malaya, uploaded in the University of Malaya repository ePrints. Therefore, they increase the visibility of this paper. Okay, I should mention here something which is very, very important. Okay, whenever you want to upload a paper, you should make sure you didn't break the copyright issue. For instance, this one published in the journal of the BMC. Yeah, this is the journal name. Yeah. Okay, this is the journal name. Okay, and oh, this is not. Is it the journal name or the journal series? Yeah.
Yeah, it is BMC Geriatrics.
Okay. It's the journal name. Okay. It's the journal name. Okay. Before you upload your paper, for instance, this paper is already available on the ePrints. Dr. Damayanti should check before uploading your full paper on any repository to make sure the journal allow her to upload. Okay, I have one research tools mind map, you have access by simply type research tools, or sometimes need to my name as well at the end, Nader research tools. Yeah, this is my tools box. Okay, it's here, and it has been visited over 500,000 times. Okay, this research tools is included 4 different branches, from searching the literature, writing a paper, and targeting the suitable journal. I talked with your university researcher last time in 2020 about these 3 parts, but today I'm talking about how to enhance research visibility and impact. Okay, in this area we have something regarding the publisher copyright. And regarding the publisher copyright, one of the very well-known web page which is developed by the UK department is the Sherpa Remo. Just very simple, click this link and go to the Sherpa Remo website, put your journal name. Okay, the journal name, again I copy the journal name, put your journal name here and ask about the copyright issue. Okay, here it's mentioned something. Okay, the published version okay, is open access, and no embargo time, means you publish in the open access one, then you can make it available on any website, in your author homepage, and so on. Okay, here you should follow this one. If you publish, for instance, in another journal, you can check it, the journal policy, and make sure you are. Sometimes here mentioned the embargo time 2 years, 3 years, means 36 months. Yeah, means after 3 years you are able to upload the published versions, but at least the journal allow you to, even the restricted one allow you to submit the preprint one to everybody, yeah? At least in the different repository and so on. So you need to check this one and make sure you didn't breach the copyright issue. Yeah, this is very important issue. Again, I check Dr. Damayanti profile on the Scopus. Okay, I ask you, please connect your ORCID with your Scopus profile. Is very important, very simple. Just log in on through your institution to the Scopus. Once your name appear on the right hand side, then you simply click connect to the ORCID, key in your username and password on ORCID and connect it here. Your ORCID ID should come up here. Yeah, but right now is not coming here. I use the name which is mentioned here in the Scopus as my first slides. Okay, this slide is not included in the public version. Okay, I check 2 of your publication. Okay, I will show both of them online. Let me go to the online and check it. Okay, this is your profile. Okay, I checked that's 2 of them which you received the highest citation. This one, the first one, and the second one, 25 and 18 citation. Okay, the first one you receive 25 citation. The field weighted citation impact here is important, is higher than 1. 1 is equal to the average in the world, means you get 62% extra attention and citation for this paper. It is very good. It is very good. But if we go down and check the metrics here and click this one, check the metrics and click this one, you didn't do well. Why? Because you just the social media only one time appear, and the total capture is 231, and you get 25 citation out of the 71 usage. And this paper only one time appear in the Facebook, yeah. But you can later on talking about this one on Facebook, Twitter, but it never appear in the Facebook, in the Twitter or the other platform, yeah. If you get attention from all social media, you will get definitely more score here. And the other things which coming for the score is coming regarding your keyword selection. You selected these keywords, yeah, one of them is Sri Lanka, prevalence, and so on. But the indexed keywords means according to the mesh or EM3 and so on. This is the suggested one compared to the, yeah, for instance, you mentioned here elderly persons, but they selected here aged, yeah, because age is much more general compared to the elderly people or elderly persons and so on. But usually mention elderly people, yeah, not person. Okay, no problem, whatever it is. This is the one which is, it means before publication, if you select some keywords which appear in the indexed keyword, you definitely will get more visibility in the future. And usually journal allow you to select between 5 to 7, so you should select all of the journal which allow you to the keyword. Okay, go to the your second paper which received 18 citations, but not 18, it was more than 18. Yeah, 18, yes, 18 citations. The field weighted citation impact also is high, is very good, is above 1. Once above 1 is good, you can check yours and see is it above 1 or not. Again, you can check the index keyword. Is there any match between the index keyword and the one which you suggested? For instance, here, COVID-19, yes, older people, aged. Again, see here, yeah, instead of the elderly or older people or elderly person, it's better to put age, which is more general. Okay, if you go to the metric, go to the Plumex metric and click the Plumex metric, you come to this page. This one, yeah, you did much better than the previous one. At least it appeared 10 times in the Facebook. Yeah, maybe some of your colleagues talking about this one, this paper. But again, the total number of capture is not good. From my point of view, you have to advertise a lot to get the number here close to the 1,000, not close to 150 something, yeah? I will show you one example from my side, okay? Just back to the presentation, make sure nobody joining. Okay, back to the presentation. This is my paper. Okay, not this one. Okay. This is my paper. My paper received over 700 times citation. The field weighted citation impact is, yeah, 20, close to 22, means it's 21 times more than the average in the world get citation. Why? Because I did a lot of advertisement, okay? And, it's going to the main page, okay? This is on the Scopus. Yeah, because I click the page. Okay, you can see from, go to the metric, click the Plumex. Okay, just compare this one. The usage is over 30. Yeah, for you it's very difficult to get more than 1,000 capture and usage and social media and so on. But as I mentioned, 1,000 is enough. Yeah, it's not necessary to reach to this number, but it shouldn't be also very small like this one. Okay. Today we are talking about how you can reach this number in the future. Yeah, one of them very simple. Yeah, talking about your paper on different social media platform, right? Facebook, like it's mentioned here. For instance, like Twitter, or receive some comments and so on, and like in the different platform, distribute your paper in the blogs, or make it available on the some repository like Social Science Research Network. Once you get download, they will also count. But I should mention something here. Whenever you talk about your publication in any platform, please make sure you include the DOI number, because the DOI number is one of the things which will be traced by the Plumex or by the Altmetrics and so on. Means once you are talking about your paper, don't only put your paper name, also a link which is included the DOI number. It's very important, because the DOI number is like a personal ID, and it will be detected based on the DOI number. Otherwise, the system won't be able to detect you are making available online. Okay, go to the solution part. Yeah, I think is enough about the motivation. I think you already motivated. We need to improve our visibility, to improve the university ranking, and to improve our research impact as well. Okay, the general solution and the best solution is to create very, very high quality paper and research output and publish in very high impact journal. But the quality should comes from inherent and also appearance. After publication, we are able to increase the quality of appearance, but we won't be able to increase the inherent quality. Yeah, so your research inherently should have the high quality. This is the best one. And a paper published in 2023, I mean just few days ago, and talking about my publication, and it's mentioned it is very difficult to distinguish between the getting citation is coming from quality or visibility, because definitely for the very high rank person and publication, a very high quality like a Nobel Prize holder, so the main reason is quality. But usually we produce a medium level paper, so we cannot distinguish because this paper is visible to get very high citation or because of the quality. So we should improve the quality and visibility, both of them at the same time. Okay, if you increase the visibility, then your readership and findability of your paper will increase. Your university ranking and reputation also will increase, and you will get and your university will get a lot of benefit. Okay, no need to, this one is the same thing. Okay, the solution I have published, I will introduce here 3 of my publication. This is a chapter in book which published by the Arthur, is one of my co-author from Australian University from Perth. I mentioned here 48 different approaches is available. You can just click this link and download the paper because the presentation is available for everybody. You can simply click. The other one, I mentioned 33 different approaches for improving research visibility and impact. And finally, here is my latest publication regarding the visibility. I talking about the before publication, what you should do, after publication and after getting citation, what you should do in order to promote your publication. It's available on the Social Science Research Network as well. Okay, but okay, let me to come back to the, just make it a two-way discussion, not just one way. Okay, I'm asking you because, as I mentioned, we have three different question. I mentioned we have three different stages for three different stages for improving our research visibility and impact. Before publication, after our paper published, and after getting citation. Okay, first of all, I ask from Dr. Damayanti, and next maybe another person can add extra information. Okay, Dr. Damayanti, what's your idea about to improve your research visibility and impact before publish your paper?
Actually, I learned a lot from your lecture. The most important thing is to use a unique name, because I have used several names, but sometimes it depends on the journal. Some journals just put some parts, I mean the two parts, so but we have to select our name. That's what I learned today. And we can use our social media platforms to, I mean, share our publications.
Dr. Damayanti, social media platform is after publication. My question from your side is only before publication, what we should do.
Okay. Yes. So the other thing, we can use OCID ID, but I want to say sometimes, although the journal asked it, I didn't care of it. I neglected it. So I learned the importance of using the OCID ID. Yes, sir.
Okay, what else?
Thank you.
That's all? We have many. Okay, who else can add something more regarding this one?
If I try, I noted down several things. As Madam mentioned, we have to have a unique name. And I mean, it's better to have more versions, so like basically more shops to sell the paper, but without violating the copyright issues. And the other important thing is find the popular indexed keywords before we list the keywords for a paper. And also the final one, once published, advertise the paper on social media and everywhere, and include the DOIO and other tracking methods these websites use. So those were the 4 points I noted down.
Okay, perfect. But you actually mentioned about the two stages. Before publication, after publication. What about after getting citation? Do you have any idea?
After published, I think it's like the advertise the paper in like
no.
modalities.
I mean after getting citation, you already advertise, and you already get some citation. What you should do?
I have no idea.
What should
I do after publication?
Okay. After publication and after getting means it's like, for instance, you advertise your paper on Facebook, or you advertise your paper on Twitter, and somebody reply. You should admire him or her. Thank you very much for reading my paper. My new publication available here. Then, because potentially he or she is the one who interested in your research area, so you can introduce yourself. Or according to like email marketing, also you can do it. Means you can put your latest publication link at the end of your signature, or if somebody cite your paper, you can directly email to him, because the email address usually is in the paper, and you can say, okay, thank you very much for citing my paper, and my new publication available here. or the other publication available on this website and so on, because you want to encourage to read more your publication and so on. Okay, you mentioned a lot of things, but I will show you one real example before going to my slides. Okay, let me to check Dr. Damayanti profile. Okay, let me check it. Publication, is it? Yes, perfect. Okay, and I will check this one regarding the document properties. Because you publish this one in a good journal, I think the publisher is Sage. Okay, yes, it's Sage. And if you because publishing the good journal, the journal puts different the author name and all fields completed. But if you check your publication which published in the other journal, maybe you won't be able to find it. All this field is filled up. Usually is empty. So once you want to upload this paper, you have to add extra thing here. For instance, this is repeated the same title. It's repeated the same title, and the same title won't increase anything. You need to use the alternative title for this one in order to promote this publication. Okay, I will back to the search. This is how you can find alternative title. For instance, this is your abstract. Okay, let me accept. This is your abstract. Okay, we have one tools. I don't know, are you familiar with Lex or not? It's another tools based on the artificial intelligence, AI. Actually, it's my here in the, if you go to the writing a paper, my research tools, it's here. I mention all of them is here. You can use also Chat GPT and so on. Okay, but the one which I mentioned is about thesis generator. Lex is here. Lex is here. You can click this one and use it. Okay, let me show you one real example. I put your title here and I request to the artificial intelligence, my assistant, please select another title for this paper. Which one you prefer, Dr. Damayanti? Look at this one. There is.
Yes, sir.
Which one you prefer? Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one?
1.
Number 1. Number 1 is systematic review of, but they made a mistake here. Systematic review of the factor affecting mortality among elder people. Or number 2, a critical appraisal and so on. Which just assume you prefer this one. Is alternative keyword which increase the visibility of your paper. Mean in future when you want to advertise this one, you put the alternative keyword in the properties, but you need to have Adobe Professional or Nitro, because right now I won't be able to delete this one. I won't be able to edit the hidden part. We call this one metadata. Means later on you can replace the title which is already in the properties with alternative one in order to increase the chance of visibility of your paper. This is the one. The other things is before writing, very good, you use your ORCID ID, perfect. It's a link to your ORCID ID, very good. But I should check, did you put everything in the right order? No, it's not good. Why is not good? Can you tell me? Because I can make it bigger and Yeah, I'm just, because it's very important before publication, you should put all figures and table in vectorized format. Means the data inside your picture is not searchable, because you put JPEG here. It's not vectorized. It's not generated inside the Word. It's generated somewhere else, and then you copy and paste here as a figure. Means I can't search, record, remove, before, blah 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 blah. It's not available. So, okay. So this is one way. The table is good. The table is vectorized. Yeah, it's not a figure, like a figure. It's good. And if you add more table and more figure, you definitely get more citation. This one also is not good, because the thing you mention here is not searchable. Because sometimes maybe somebody looking for the some word inside your table, but it's not searchable because it's a picture. Okay, later on, once you want to publish, try to put all figure and table in the vectorized format, means in the searchable format. Okay, perfect. This is one real example I show you, and about the how you can select alternative. There is the fifth one. Maybe this one also much better. Yeah, identifying risk factor. Yeah, I think this one much better. But you can use any of these alternative for the different versions. Means when you upload this paper, for instance, in Social Science Research Network, use this title as an alternative title on the metadata, second time the second one, and so on. Means once anybody searching in any alternative title, they should be able to detect your publication. Okay, let me to back to my presentation. Okay, the solution I mentioned here. Okay, here are some solution before publication. For instance, use your unique name as you mentioned, use a standardized institution affiliation. Sometimes somebody put the, for instance, instead of University of Malaya, they put, for instance, UM in abbreviation. Sometimes they put University Malaya in the Malaysian spelling format, sometimes in English format, University of Malaya. It depends. You should always keep consist on the affiliation. Again, okay, let me to turn off the camera to make sure everything is going okay. And you should repeat the key phrases. It means make your paper search engine friendly. Okay, how you can realize your paper is search engine, your paper title is search engine friendly or not? Very simple. For instance, here is one example. Dr. Damayanti, would you please tell me what is the main phrase here in your title? What is the main phrase here?
Malnutrition.
This one?
Malnutrition. Yes, and associated factors.
This one, and it means this is the main phrase, yeah? Okay, if this is the main phrase and you emphasize this is the main phrase, it's very simple. Go to the search on Scopus and see how many people, how many document. If you put it here, article title, okay, article title, how many people using this phrase in the title? Is it popular or not? Okay. Only 39 out of 80 million means it's not a popular one, unless you like to be your brand name. Yeah, brand name means something you are able to repeat in your future publication as well. Means you can create a lot of publication based on this phrase. We call this one brand name. If you want to select as a brand name, is good. But if you publish only one paper with this phrase, is not good, because very few publication use this phrase on the topic. Okay, for instance, my brand name is virtual R&D teams. This is my brand name, and I suggest you to select one brand name for you. For instance, I publish a lot of paper. This is my paper, virtual R&D team, some things, or virtual R&D team for new product development, or another one, for instance, how does your leadership impact on virtual R&D team, and so on. So you should be able to repeat your brand name in the title of your paper in the future as well. Okay, otherwise the selection of this phrase is not good for the title. So it should be very, very popular. Usually the title of your paper should be between 7 to 13 words included. 7 to according to the one of the publication which analyzed very highly cited paper, should be between 7 to 13, means it mentioned 10 minus plus 3 words in the title, and the title should be included very high frequency word in your research area, plus one unique word which coming from your brand name. You have to select your own brand name. This is okay. Come back to my presentation. Okay, if you use more references, especially the references which get a lot of citation, definitely in future you will get also more citation as well. Write longer paper, but recently the journal won't allow you to do this because there is a limit. For instance, they mention a maximum acceptable limit is 8,000, 7,000, something like this, and you should always follow the limit of the journal. Usually review paper receive more citation compared to the research paper, and also present your working paper means if you do not publish a paper, you can make it available as a working paper and get some citation in future. Okay, publish a journal which has a lot of reader, publish in a journal which is open access, and so on. But you can read this one for yourself later on and follow the strategy for increasing your research visibility. I will talk only about two of them, networking and also the online CV. Both these two which is important on the university ranking and also personal visibility. Okay, let me to check. Faster. Okay, for networking, I check, and I don't know is it correct or not, but I compare your university with Colombo University in Sri Lanka. Is Colombo your competitor or not?
It is another conventional university in Sri Lanka, sir.
Okay. Because I was not very familiar with the Sri Lanka university, so I just randomly selected, and I hope do not make anything wrong. Okay, on LinkedIn I check your university profile because you were very close together. That's why I selected Colombo University. In the LinkedIn, your profile has 40K follower with 2,700 employees. If you go to the Colombo University of Colombo almost the employer are same, yeah, even less than you, but the number of follower is much better. Means if I compare your university social media activity, yeah, University of Colombo did very well, yeah, very well, yeah. It's almost 400 less employee, but almost 2 times more follower compared to your university. Their activity is much better than the Pradenia University. Okay, and you can check your university, because once you log in, you can check your social selling index. Yeah, very simple. Once you log in your LinkedIn, you can go to the research tools box, enhancing research visibility, go to the networking, and go to the social science network, and one of them is LinkedIn. Then click your social selling index. Means once you log into the university LinkedIn profile, then you, because it's a private, I can't check it, you can check it. If it's above 50 is okay, but if less than 50, you should do something for improving your university profile. Even for personal profile, you can, yeah, check it. Okay, please check yours, and if you like it, share with me here in the text box. Yeah, the participant can share with me the, okay, on the, yeah, text box, what is your social. Yeah, you can get it directly from this link. Yeah, from this link. Okay, just click this one and see what is your score on the LinkedIn. But it's important for university to check their own social selling index. If it's less than 50, they have to do something to improve it, which is very important. And LinkedIn is a very good platform for individual and also for university. I suggest you to be active on LinkedIn and create your profile. Then go to the ResearchGate. On ResearchGate also your university should be active, because ResearchGate has a very high potential. I check again between your university and Colombo University, the number of members here is 3,000 plus. If you go to the Colombo University, the number of member here 5,000 plus. I think you are almost in the same level, but University of Colombo did a little bit better than your university compared to be on the ResearchGate profile. On ResearchGate, for instance, this is my profile, one paper published in 2016. At that time, my profile view was only 19,000 times, but recently, means just a few days ago, my profile has been visited over 400Ks. So this is a very good potential to upload your paper on ResearchGate, but make sure you follow the copyright issue and get some intention. Just I should explain here, one paper published in, I think in PLOS ONE, and it mentioned the relation between the views and download and citation. Usually it's like this one. Out of 1,000 view or reads, you may receive almost 200 plus download, and out of 1,000 view and 200 download of full PDF, you may receive only 2 citations. Means you should advertise a lot to get attention from your peers, to increase the visibility and get citation. Mean out of 1,000 view, you may supposed to receive only 2 citations, not more than 2. Okay, okay, be active, not your university as well, on blog, Twitter, or Mastodon, which is one of the replacement of the Twitter. And I have my own personal blog. One of them putting only regarding my publication, the other one is talking about research tools, and both of them has been visited close to 1 million times, from the day which I open it. Okay, this is a very good opportunity. You can open it free of charge once you have a Gmail account or Blogger, okay, and be active. Okay, after getting any intention from anybody, you should admire him or her and say, okay, for instance, I usually do like this, thank you for sharing my post and so on with your community. The university also should do the same thing. Or for instance, if somebody, usually I publish like this one, at the end of 2022, I have received 1,500 citation in Scopus databases. So I listed all of them. I think it was around 100 pages, over 100 pages, a list of the all of publication. And I mentioned here, thank you very much to all researcher who cited my paper. At least admire all of them, and upload in one of the free repository. Zenode is a free repository. You can upload your working paper or unpublished paper over there and get attention. I think this paper which uploaded recently received a lot of download and so on. Okay. The other one is you should work on your online CV. It's very important. I talk about ORCID, which is very important. This is Dr. Damayanti profile, which is not completed yet. In the left hand side should be all relevant links, all the keywords and so on. In the right hand side should be something about hair and so, but need to be completed. I give you one example from my profile. Come here, go to the, for instance, ORCID, my ORCID. This is my ORCID. This one means, for instance, if compare this one with Dr. Damayanti do not mention other name here, although she has a different and alternative name, but didn't mention here. You can add it here as a other name if you have alternative name. This is in my mother tongue name and the other spelling of my name. In the left hand side, all the website and links which my publication available, the other IDs, the keywords relevant to my work, everything. You can, and also write some short biography here. You can also add back to the here in the Google Scholar also. But you didn't use this opportunity in Google Scholar as well. Please do it later. Let me to show my profile here. Another. The Google Scholar also provide one opportunity. You can add other alternative of your name. This is the one which I like it to be as a main name, the other alternative of spelling mentioned here. Okay, later on, Dr. Damayanti, you can edit your profile and add other name. It's not necessary to put it here. The best way to introduce yourself is to put the name which you prefer on the top. The rest should be as an alternative name, and put your ORCID ID without HTTP and without any space. Just directly put ORCID, the ID. That's all. No space between, nothing. Okay. This is the best way to introduce yourself. Okay. and the alternative name. Is the ID is very, very important. Back to the presentation. Yeah, I mentioned here, I'm talking about your profile. And okay, if you have time, you can make your online CV on my research tools box, which we have a lot. Go to the online CV, not networking. Go to the online CV. We have a lot here. For instance, Researcher ID, Google Scholar, ORCID, and so on. If you have time, you can create on all of this platform your online CV. But at least you should have a complete ORCID profile and complete Researcher ID. Previously comes to the Publons. Again, it back to the Web of Science profile. Yeah. But they different name, but it's ID, your ID on Web of Science. Yeah, okay, you have to create it. It's very important. And then finally, which is very important, never ever do any unethical approach to increase your university visibility or your publication. Yeah. For instance, yeah, this is my publication regarding the ethical issue. You can download this one. Never ever say, okay, please cite my paper, I will cite your paper. Or never ever to do extra self-citation. Yeah, self-citation is good once the paper is relevant to your previous publication and you follow the limit of the self-citation in your research area, because it depends. For instance, in medicine usually is between maximum 5%, in the some research area like the management up to 30% is acceptable, but from my point of view is better to keep always less than 10% in the for the self-citation. Okay, this is the all about my presentation.
I think, first of all, I should thank you. So this is much more information than I expected, and it's very relevant. So thank you, sir, and thank you, madam, for organizing. So basically, I'm representing I'm one of the people who manage these, university websites and all. So far, this talk was like focused on what an individual can do to increase the visibility, and then also you touched the visibility of the institute matters a lot. So actually from the side of the university or the faculties, say via the university and faculty websites, what can we do to increase the research visibility of our individuals?
Okay. Your question is about the increased individual or university?
I mean, they all are connected, right? Like, first of all, both. I would say both. I mean, we might be, yeah.
Okay. I will explain. The university should, I don't know, your university has a repository right now or not? Do you have ePrints or DSpace, anything on your university? Like the one which I show you, Dr. Damayanti has one paper in ePrints.um.edu.my, which was the University of Malaya repository. Repository, as I mentioned, is a place which you upload your paper inside. Yeah, it's free of charge, it's open source, and your IT department can install one of them, ePrints or DSpace or Digital Commons, whatever they like, as a repository. And also you should have one department for outreach. We call this one outreach department. Yeah, one department which responsible to advertise all of your finding, to produce some media to distribute in social media, or to increase the visibility of your publication, your achievement in the different platform, even in the published and ordinary media like newspaper, like broadcasting in the TV, in the radio, and so on. Yeah, this is the responsibility for the university. For individual, the main responsibility is to improve their publication and their visibility. Especially, they have to create the online CV, which is very important, and also to improve their networking. For instance, I didn't put here, I don't know, do you have the LinkedIn profile right now?
I mean, most of the lecturers, I mean, researchers, they have LinkedIn, sir.
Okay, but I'm not sure how many people follow you or you following on the LinkedIn. Okay.
While you are sending this, I'll ask my question. Actually, thank you very much for this informative presentation. Actually, before this presentation, I know only 10% of what you were talking about. So I still got like a 90%. I think.
Let me to show you my profile. Yeah, this is my profile. Okay.
Please, yeah.
Yeah, this is my profile. Here is the background. In the background, I mention my name in the different, the alternative, ORCID ID, my name as well, and the activity. If you look at the activity, yeah, I active. Yeah, this is the post is 7 hours before 9. Yeah, every day I will post something. There is something about myself, my experience, all of my presentation available. Also about my publication, if you go down, this is the recommendation I received. This is my publication. Yeah, I always, once my publication come live, I will put it here. Yeah, this is all my publications, 2023, 2023, and so on. Yeah, means you should complete your profile, and then, which is the most important one, you should increase your network. You had less than 500, by my follower is more than 24K. Yeah, but very simple. You should, for instance, your research interest. I don't know what is your research interest. Maybe graphene. Yeah, this is your research interest. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my interests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one? Okay. Whatever you like, simply you can. Yeah. For instance, you like about the graphene. Yeah. Just search it here and find the group. Okay. First of all, you should find the groups which are very active in your area. Read the group condition, the group which has a lot of members. Then you can ask to join and find the people as well and request to the people who working in your research area, ask them as to be your friend. Yeah, I have a lot of people who working on graphene as well. Okay, and you can request them, but don't just click this one connect. Yeah, don't just click, because if you click this one connect, then it will send a default message. Just click the name, and click here connect, and go to the add note, and here mention something. Okay, we have a mutual interest on the graphic and so on. I'm so interested to be a part of your network, and so it means you should customize one by one the invitation, and don't send invitation more than 50 per day. Yeah, you should wait to receive reply, and then send another request for another day. Yeah, don't send extra, then the LinkedIn will block you. Okay, thank you very much for attending to this session, and if you have anything, I just give the floor to the Dr. Damayanti for close the session. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank Nadir sir again for accepting my invitation. I would like to say something about him. He's one of my teachers when I studied my PhD in Malaysia. So on behalf of the University Research Council, University of Peradeniya, again I would like to thank you, sir, for giving these valuable things to us.